Today marks 1 year since the events of October 7th, and here at this vigil, people have gathered to reflect and remember the hostages still missing. The college Democrats aren't the only ones hosting a watch party. As you can see behind me, the college Republicans are also hosting their watch party to see how their candidate does in the debate. For the first time ever, both presidents have agreed to a moderated debate on real-world issues.
There was no national TV or network moderator, but the political spirit was still on display. The leaders of Penn State's college Democrats and college Republicans squared off in a debate hosted by the University Park Undergraduate Association.
The whole idea of this debate is really to facilitate a discussion between two people with diametrically opposing viewpoints.
For the first time ever, both presidents have agreed to a moderated debate on real-world issues.
Both prepared to discuss the economy, environment, and foreign policy.
Both of us are known quantities, and I think people are going to really enjoy it because it's more than just three people talking. It's two people who are friends that know each other and have a really well-established dynamic.
Obviously, we are good friends, but we disagree on a lot, so I'm hoping that there will be some oratorical jousts, but all the same, I'm hoping that it'll be very respectful and people will have fun and people will have a good laugh and we'll all pat each other on the back and have a good time.
During the debate, they honed in on inflation, college tuition, and fracking.
How is it that we live in a society where we can conscience having people with hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, and yet 1 in 4 Americans go home malnourished? How is that conscionable? How is that conscionable in the 21st century when we call ourselves a democracy and a republic where all are born equal? How?
It's unconstitutional. You're taking out a load, and that was your conscious decision. You as an 18-year-old, you signed that agreement. You knew what you were getting yourself into.
It was really civil, but I think they also weren't afraid to grill each other on points that were important to the people here. So overall, I was very happy with the debate.
In University Park, I'm Rachel Fisher for the Center County Report. This week marked the 1-year anniversary since the Hamas attack on Israel. Vigils and protests happened around the world and here in our backyard.
Hopefully we move toward a world that has more peace and less violence.
Chabad of Penn State partnered with Hillel and the Center for Spiritual and Ethical Development to host a Let Here Be Light campaign on campus.
The only way to fight darkness is by adding in light, and I want to see each person shining their unique light by adding in goodness and kindness and rejecting evil.
Events also marked the anniversary at Hillel in downtown State College.
We have a therapy dog this afternoon at Hillel. We have counselors at the building throughout the day. Food for donuts and coffee during the day, dinner, lots of opportunities for students to connect.
And there was a student-led vigil at Old Main.
Today marks 1 year since the events of October 7th, and here at this vigil, people have gathered to reflect and remember the hostages still missing.
At the same time, a pro-Palestinian protest marched through the streets. The group, Students for Justice in Palestine, demanded for Israel to end what it calls a genocide.
Israel did not start their initiative to go after Hamas until October 10th, and I just think that it is a complete disrespect of the loss of life and tragic history of this day.
Specifically, it's important to start fighting for changes on campus, such as the demilitarization of Penn State, the divestment from companies who have stake in Israel, just similarly to the end of apartheid in South Africa.
In University Park, I'm Rachel Fisher for the Center County Report.
Nuclear program.
Most voters nationally said the first and likely only vice presidential debate this week was an even matchup. Republican Senator J.D. Vance squared off against Democratic Governor Tim Walz in New York. Penn State's college Democrats hosted a watch party on campus. Before the debate started, organization president Baybars Charkis said he had high hopes for Walz.
I'm very much looking forward to him putting forward a very strong performance, and J.D. Vance, putting forward a very weak one and possibly floundering on stage, which that would be great, but you never know.
With catered food to munch on, the audience cheered for their candidate and booed his opponent. The college Democrats aren't the only ones hosting a watch party. As you can see behind me, the college Republicans are also hosting their watch party to see how their candidate does in the debate.
We need a president and a vice president who are going to truly work for the American people. Donald Trump and J.D. Vance are going to do that. And while we've seen Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in the White House, things have just gotten worse for the economy. And so I think we really need to see a robust discussion on that. And I look forward to hearing what they have to say.
National polling from CBS News after the debate showed 42% of debate watchers thought Vance won, while 41% said Walz won. 17% called it a tie. In University Park, I'm Rachel Fisher for the Center County Report. With tensions still high after months of war in Gaza and Lebanon, there are plenty of questions about how Donald Trump's policies might impact the Israel-Palestinian conflict.
I absolutely expect there to be a change. I mean, the party in power right now, you have Joe Biden and Kamala Harris in the White House. And I think, one of the reasons that they didn't do what they had hoped in this election was because they lack moral clarity and honestly just consistency on the issue of Israel-Palestine.
The Israel-Hamas war in Gaza, which erupted after last year's terror attacks, has killed more than 44,000 people, according to Palestinian health officials. With Trump appointing pro-Israel allies to key positions, others worry his policies may further tilt the balance.
If anything changes, it'll be pretty marginal because I believe, you can only do so much more genocide than Kamala Harris has already.
Trump recently posted on Truth Social, quote, "There will be all hell to pay in the Middle East if the hostages are not released." A ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah in Lebanon has provided temporary relief in the north.
Just trying to hope this whole situation will manage to resolve, not by force, but peacefully, that not more people will suffer that already have.
In University Park, I'm Rachel Fisher for the Center County Report.